here we go. We start off by sculling the espresso.
Whoop, baby.
Boom.
It's a speedball.
So you're off the sauce.
Off the sauce.
I love it.
No more drunk Heather.
That's I feel like it's something interesting because all three of us have basically gone through the exact same thing recently. How many days deep are you?
Yeah, I'm like a week deep.
Okay.
How long did you go? 3?
I went 26 days.
Yeah, you've got the whole formula. You?
I went 26. That's before I knew about the formula, though.
Wait, you did 26 as well?
Yeah, because I went sober on March 1st, and then our show was March 26th. I had to drink. I couldn't not.
So
3
makes
weeks is
sense.
good. 3 weeks is a good stretch.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, 26 was the number. Nice, dude.
Sorry, it's gonna
wow,
happen
that
a
was
lot.
impressive.
That got
let's
picked up.
Holy
That got
shit.
picked up nicely. That was
Okay.
good.
Sounds good. I mean,
Yeah, it's
purebred
fine.
gay too, right?
I'm sorry.
No bi in there, just straight
No
up.
what?
Purebred. Just,
Purebred, yeah. Purebred
Yeah.
sobriety or burp? What are we doing?
No, lesbian.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've
No dudes ever, but-
No, I've banged dudes. I banged a British guy last fall. That was fun. It was the accent. How can you not?
Nice.
You know what I mean? Put on a British accent. I'll suck something.
Is that all it takes?
Yeah.
Like a
I mean,
con-
he probably was just a Texas native. It was like, hello, love. And I was like, let's go.
I've done that before. I pretended to have a British accent
works.
one time, and then I told her at the end of the night, and I had to, but we didn't hook up yet. I was just like, before we go any further.
What
I'm like,
accent? Was it like German or?
It was like a Geordie accent. I don't know.
Oh my
But
God.
It was so bad, and I
You look
can't
more like an
believe it worked.
Aussie, though, Joe.
Yeah.
You got to go with the Australian accent.
Well, I got to get it down because somebody wants me to play Heath Ledger on some sketch or something, so
shit,
I'm
you
trying to
could
get it
do
down.
that.
Everything's a
Heath
question.
Ledger, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, there's no place
No
for me
idea.
here, but that's okay.
Oprah.
You gotta. Everything's a question with an Australian accent. Like there ain't no surf here, mate. You know, there ain't no surf down in West Sydney, mate. You
That's
gotta,
so
you gotta,
good.
you gotta go south
not
with
bad.
the Vegemites down there, mate.
Damn, that's
Vegemite, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to have sex?
I'm open to it for sure.
So what's there's a term in the gay community though.
Gold star.
Gold star gays are the guys that have never. They're just.
Yeah, if you've never banged an opposite sex gender person.
And those are extremely rare, I would imagine.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know. I think I've met more gay guys that are gold stars than women.
Really?
Like women have definitely banged like in high school or college a guy. And
Yeah.
Like, and I'm done. A lot of gay guys I know have like, pussy, no. Like they would never
Yeah, it's
even look at
disgusting
it.
to
They
them.
wouldn't even look at it. You know what I mean? Girls are like, because you think about like women use dildos in sex, right? Use the guy part, but
Yeah.
gay guys aren't pulling out a fleshlight. You
That's
know
true.
what I mean? They're like, we don't need any vagina involved. So,
The vibrator is big right now. It's in.
and
It
you
is-
guys, it's not competition. Do you feel threatened when a
No,
girl
I don't
brings-
feel
All right,
competition,
good.
but what I have noticed is it's become so normalized at this point
Yes.
that women will whip it out on like the first or second date.
Good.
And you're like, it's good, but it's a little intimidating. Where
Is
like
it?
night one, you're just like, you're like, what the?
It's just an
You're in the
added
bathroom
thing.
and you hear the jackhammer going off in the
Oh,
other room. You're like, what
God.
the fuck is this chick
Oh,
doing?
I thought they were just put on their clit when you're banging them.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're right. Yeah, that's just
Oh.
it's just an added thing. Yeah, just let them do it.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah, they come.
Totally.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing
Some
your
women
thing.
can't come from penetration, or at least that's what I tell myself.
That's what you're. Yep. No, I think
That's my
that is a thing.
excuse.
I mean, I know a lot of
Yeah.
girls that are like that. My mom, grandma, a lot of them are like that. So
I had a
don't
very
feel too
similar
offended.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. So sobriety thing is big in Austin now because you get here and it's like drunk city, party city.
Oh, it's encouraged.
You go crazy.
Yeah.
It's like fucking summer camp,
Yes.
you know, and then it's like it just gets to you, man.
Yeah. So I had exactly that experience. I moved here in January.
Yeah.
The first month that I was here was a bender to end all benders, and then
Instant, right?
insane. Like the first night that I was here, I don't know if you've ever had this experience of like literally throwing up in the street and then running into someone that you know immediately after. Like, dude, this guy I hadn't seen him since college, and I was walking to Buford's. I was shit faced, like fall over drunk. I gotta stop for a second. I go into this alley, pull trigger, keep walking. Literally the second I come out of the alley, this guy goes, "Joe, I haven't seen you since college, man." And I'm like, "I'm doing good. I'm fucking, everything's really good." And he's like, you look great, man. I'm like, fucking feel great too.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I mean,
So the first night I was here, I didn't have a bed yet. You know, I literally moved in on a Friday. I had all this shit in the middle of the room. I had no bed frame, no nothing. The bed frame's a new addition. I'm very proud of it. I built
Good
it this
job.
week.
Nice.
But I slept on a not even an air mattress. I slept on one of the yoga mats in the other room when I got back. And I was so hammered that I slept like a full 8 hours through the night on the
Holy shit.
yoga mat. Just like woke up at noon the next day, just like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I need to go get a
Fuck that,
mattress.
sleeping on the floor, basically.
Shavasana, baby.
Shavasana-ing out. I think Shavasana is when you sleep on your back, though, right?
It's just when you lay on your back. It's the only yoga pose.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
know.
sleep,
it's yoga?
I sleep
I
right
do
on
it
my
all the
stomach.
time.
Yeah, me too. I'm a stomach sleeper.
So dude, people are always like, it's bad for your neck. And you're like, it feels great.
amazing.
It feels great.
Amazing.
You sleep like you're literally dead.
Yes. I don't know
And-
how people sleep on their back. That's psychotic.
I start on my side, and then
Yep.
when I feel myself about to go out,
Flip
I
over.
take the pillow that my head's on and I throw it against the wall, and then I sleep like this with one. I
it's
hold one.
perfect. It's the best.
Yeah.
I feel bad for girls with big boobs because they'll never get it. They'll never be able to do that.
Yeah,
It's very sad.
I
I
didn't
know.
even think about that.
Yeah, so my girlfriend has huge boobs, and she's like, I could never sleep on my stomach. I'm like, yeah, that would suck.
Girl with big
Just
tits.
be levitating above, like, not be okay.
Yeah,
She's gotta sleep on her side.
we were both dating chicks with big tits. At
You
the
got
same
big
time.
boob, girl?
I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, nothing. It's. Yeah, it's over. But
Oh, that
it was-
happens. You're a busy
also,
boy.
I never really put it together. That's why she was a side sleeper and couldn't enjoy
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the pleasures.
Yeah, no running, no sleeping on your stomach.
She's running an ultra marathon.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
She's binding? What is she doing? Just taking that shit up?
She fucking wears like 2 sports bras or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Either do
It's,
that or don't run.
Or just don't run. That's a good
Just
one.
stop running.
That's a good way to do it.
Just puke. You know? What are we doing?
Okay.
Normal.
So this sobriety break thing.
Yeah.
This is wild because first of all, I've just lined up the timing so badly.
I know. I was really drunk talking to you, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not drinking." And I was like, "Fucking great, man."
Yeah, dude. Well, because
You
I
have
brought up the sobriety break thing, and you're like, you totally just like assume that I was drinking because obviously you would assume that I'm drinking. You're like, yeah, all those sobriety breaks are fucking gay, man. Like, why are people doing that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on like day 10. You're like, you're doing great. Keep it on, keep it up. And so I'm in that. Every guest that I had during my sober break was drinking
Yep.
a lot
Yep.
on the podcast. And then right before there, I had Tony Castillas on. He wasn't drinking. You weren't drinking. Nat Rogachevsky didn't drink. It was like a little
No, yeah.
run
Well,
of
Nat can. He's he's mainline,
former heroin
yeah.
addict.
Yeah, he
the
can't
real
shit.
deal. But
Yeah.
then I came in. I'm like so excited. I'm like, let's get.
I know, I
I'm
feel
like,
so
let's get fucked up.
bad.
I had a bottle of champagne and orange juice. I'm
Dude.
like, what? Don't feel bad for doing what you need
All
to
right,
do.
fine.
But I think like more and more people in Austin are getting to the point where it's like, dude, I don't need a week off. I need a fucking month.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
you feel like I'm like getting pickled. Like I
Yeah.
can feel. I'm like, dude, I am just like brine at this point.
But how wonderful is it that we're all doing it so we can keep drinking?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
It's just so we
Just
can
a
get back in the game.
cleanse.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, you know, it's productivity and your brain fog, all that shit.
Mm.
It's just like I need to take a break.
I learned a couple things doing it. And I think the first thing that I learned is like you can still be sober and have anxiety.
Yo, yeah.
Like,
I would think more so sometimes, right?
Yeah, dude. Like I thought, I was like, I'm just getting anxiety because I'm hungover. And I'm
Oh,
like,
the anxiety.
yeah, I thought I
Okay.
only had anxiety, and then
Yeah.
I did the math. I have regular anxiety too,
Yeah.
which is a blast.
I never
Yeah.
had anxiety, so I don't know what that. It's just it does it come from you drink and then you feel like shit in the morning?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Is it like I wonder what I did last night, or is it just general anxiety?
No, it's just like I just crammed so much booze and nicotine into my system that the next day, like God knows what the sleep was, you know, and then you wake up the next day.
Yeah.
It's brutal. The worst is like getting 8 hours of sleep but not getting 8 hours of sleep where you
Yeah.
were like in bed and you used that time, but you really only got like 4.
Yeah,
You know? I
yeah.
divide the number in half.
Yep.
But one thing that I did learn not drinking is that you can definitely still be a bum sober.
Yeah.
You can be a sober bum. Like I was like, oh, I'm checking my box of not boozing. I'm doing what I need to fucking do. This is great. And then like I would just be playing I got addicted to a tower defense game on my phone and would go to bed at like 4 a.m. playing that and then wake up at 11. And I'd be like, dude, eventually it clicked. It's like just because you're not drinking doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're automatically going to be productive.
There's so much more time in the day.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do? You just like,
Tower defense.
That's it. That's all I got to do.
I got so good at tower defense.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I have so much time when you're sober. You don't realize it. I'm like, fuck. And I don't want to go. Like, right now, I'm like, I'm not going out. What's the point? Like, I feel like I would just drink. if I
Dude,
went
straight up, if I didn't drink, do stand up, and cell phones weren't invented,
out. You-
I have no idea. Like
jerk off.
I would have so much time. Like, what would you do during the day if those 3 things didn't exist?
Well,
how do
she already said the first one.
Jerk off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you probably have internet.
You can only do it so many times. The first jerk of the day is always pleasurable.
Is it the
best? Second's rough.
Is it? Just like, does it feel like anything?
No, it feels
shameful.
fine.
The second one's always shameful.
Shameful?
It's shameful.
You got to.
That's a real thing?
For me, I got to tug so hard round 2 to get it going. I'm just like a fucking lumberjack in there, dude. Just fucking.
How much time in between the first and second? Are we talking that?
Do you want to know like the lowest amount of time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
no.
it quick turnaround you had?
I've never like beat off and then like been immediately like, oh, I got to do that again.
Yeah,
But
well-
like maybe like hungover in a hotel room twice within a half hour.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
But like on a normal day, never like afternoon and then maybe late at night.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to give your time. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
think you guys got time to recalibrate.
Dude, you got some libido. 30 minutes?
Dude, when I'm hungover, my sex drive goes through the roof.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
When I like, especially when I was doing coke, the coke
Oh
hangover.
my God.
What is that about? What is that? I get that was the horniest I'll ever coming down from coke.
I remember
next
driving
day.
back from San Francisco
Yeah.
after a brutal hangover and calling my ex-girlfriend and being just like, please pick up. Please pick up. Like, I'm just like, I want to get laid more than I want to breathe right now.
Yeah,
Like,
what is that
it's
about?
Insane.
Yeah.
That hangover is...
It's weird.
And while you feel like shit, you're just
I don't know
hard
what
as a
it is.
rock.
Yeah, pretty much. It's brutal.
It's weird. I think it's your body being like, this is the only thing that you can get pleasure from right now.
That's
so
a
we're
good
just like
point.
kicks in overdrive.
That's a good
I'm like,
point.
That's my guess.
We gotta fucking just do something.
Yeah. And it's
Just
like, this will help you.
anything.
And plus, it is like a pain reliever. When you're coming, that quick instant is pain relief.
I think it's like more for women because for guys,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I don't really get that experience where I'm just like everything's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for a little, and then you're back to like, well, I'm fucking hungover still. That's fine.
Yeah. My sex drive on that would be pretty wild.
Yeah. I don't miss those, that hangover.
No.
I don't miss hangovers at all. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Weird.
Also, when you stop drinking, like, do you find that there's not as much cloudiness up there? Like,
No,
really?
none. Yeah. I know what you're saying. There's no fog.
Oh, right.
There's
yeah.
no fog.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
That's the best part of it.
I know. It's kind of like, damn, do I even want to like deal? Like, do I want a hangover ever again? Like, we'll see where I'm at in like 3 weeks. I might just be like, fuck it.
Just keep riding it out.
Yeah.
I think
If
that's
things are
what
good.
everybody says because Matt said the same thing.
Dude, I'm
Tony
hitting it
Castilla
hard.
said the same thing. I said the same thing briefly.
What pulled
then
you back in? Boredom?
Well, I'm newly single.
Oh, yeah.
And I like to go out and I'm new here and
Yeah.
I haven't made, all the connections that I want to make all the friends that I want to make, dude.
Yeah.
And
That's a big one. Single too.
single it's tough because
Yeah.
it's like, dude, what am I going to go? Am I going to go out to
Dude,
the
what
bar
do sober
sober?
people do? No, what do people, they're going on coffee dates? Like, what are we doing? I don't want to smell your breath. Get
Yeah,
outta here.
it's brutal.
Fucking gnarly. I get that. When I was single, I was like, there's no fucking way I wouldn't drink right now. Like, that's the way to, have weird sex with people you don't want to.
Oh,
But yeah, now that I have a
Yeah.
girlfriend, I'm like, fuck it. That's a good, that helps.
it totally does.
I don't need
I mean, it takes away the real need to. When I'm in a relationship, I have a tough time going out.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's
Where
like,
it's like, dude, your friends are like, hey, we're going to, like, especially if they're like, we're going to Buford's or something. You're just like,
Yeah.
dude, I physically can't do
Yeah.
this. It's
what's the point?
exhausting.
There's no end game to it. You don't have to get laid there,
No.
I get that. It's nice. So I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
I'm gonna tell you that. And Joe, that first beer back,
How
I
was that?
just felt free. It just reminded me of life's good,
That's what I'm saying. That 1-2 drink feeling, I do miss that.
Yeah, I was a kid again. I was
Yeah.
a kid again, just
Yeah.
sipping there. Like I could feel the sunset just kind of gleaming on my skin. Things were good.
All right, let's relapse.
I'm saying.
let's do
You
it.
haven't even popped this thing. I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
know
So,
about this. Talk about sobriety.
I do. As we've been talking, I keep
Yeah.
reaching for a drink.
this is how much of a shitty friend I am.
No,
It's
even
that-
no.
No.
It was a good gesture, Joe.
That's a good friend gesture, by the way.
I was like, it's
That's very
it's
sweet.
St. Patrick. It's St. Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patty's.
It's Easter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
My parents are actually on a flight to Ireland right now.
Oh, shit.
They're going to Ireland,
Fuck yeah.
which is like,
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you have this experience, but like when, I don't know, in Irish culture, there's more Irish people outside of Ireland, like 10 times as many Irish people outside of Ireland
Yeah.
than there are Irish
inside.
Ireland.
Yeah.
And so it's a big thing for people to go back to the homeland.
Yep.
And bring your kids with them. Like my grandma's was an Irish immigrant and stuff.
Oh shit. Okay.
And so my parents are like, we're going to Ireland. I go, fuck yeah. And they're like, no, not we. Like you are not coming.
Yeah, right.
You're absolutely not
Yeah.
coming to Ireland. We're going to go have a good time and hang out with our friends. And I was like,
okay. Yeah. Yeah. My parents did the
all
same
right.
thing.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go. I'm like, you know what? That's fine.
Don't get me wrong. My parents have been very cool and have brought me on some great
Yeah.
trips. But this one, they were like, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Like we want to bang without you around.
So, I don't know. I think they also know that if they brought me to Ireland, they would have to physically drag me out of the pub because I like singing, dude. Irish songs are fun to sing.
They are.
They're so fun.
They're cute. They're fun. I've always wanted to go to an Irish pub, like a legit one in Ireland.
Dude, we should go. I'll teach you a couple Irish songs. We should do something for St. Patrick's Day next year.
You're fully Irish?
I'm a halfie.
Yeah.
Clearly the other half is the dominant gene.
Yeah.
But,
I know. I was like, what?
Here we go.
Hey, yo. I
feel like I'm in the kill zone
think
right
so.
now.
You do it.
I think you just
Treat every weapon if it's loaded, Joe.
What?
hide my eyes. I like my eyes.
You got to get underneath it, and then just put a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
see that.
Now thump. There you go. Nicely done, dude.
Hey,
Nicely
all
done, dude.
right.
Matt, would you like a mimosa?
Yeah, man.
Doses and mimosas.
Champagne and cocaine.
Remember that shit?
Oh, that was a great song.
I know.
Cherub. That song, like,
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. huh?
very specifically brings me back to my sophomore year of college. You
Yeah.
know? One of
Yeah,
those songs
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's just an inescape.
How old are you?
28.
28. Okay, not too
We're about
far
the same age, right?
out. I'm 34,
Great.
but I'm like 17 mentally, so that's good.
You're 34. You're banging a young hot piece of ass. Everything.
Yeah, good for you on that. I meant to say.
Yeah, she's
Good
pretty
for you.
cool. She's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I will tell her not to watch this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure she's got the brains
Yeah.
too. She's a good looking girl. That's good.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. She's good.
So
She's great.
dude. Yeah, you guys are. You guys live how far away from each other? Where's
She's
she
in
live?
Lexington, Kentucky, at law school.
Sir.
But law school in Kentucky, how great could it be? You know?
Yeah. What? Are they?
She's learning her
I
alphabet.
picture them talking the law, man.
It's just
Welcome to the studies of the law,
Yeah,
man.
law.
they
All
only.
this horse
It's
law.
just petty crimes, strictly
Yeah.
nothing. No,
Yeah.
no misdemeanors.
She's
or,
learning her alphabet.
Yeah.
So she's gonna hate that joke.
Oh
I can't wait to tell her that. That's actually fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but she's cool. Kentucky's fine. Lexington's, it's a college town, so it's not too bad. It's not too rowdy either, which I like.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like I don't know, like here. It's not like rowdy at all. It's chill.
Yeah. Here,
you know?
could you imagine going to UT Austin?
Dude, I would fail out so quick.
I would fucking.
And
fail.
I'd be like, I go to UTI. Like, how is nobody
Yeah.
doing that? Somebody's doing that, right?
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school in Orlando, UCF.
Nice.
Didn't graduate.
That must have been insane, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was party time.
See,
It was a
part
big
of me
party.
wishes I went to a southern party school like Alabama or something. Because both my parents went to U of A.
Yeah, my
I-
girlfriend went there.
Yeah. Oh, really? Alabama? Mm-hmm. No shit.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide. But it's like, dude, I think if I went there, genuinely 100% chance I would have flopped out.
That's what I'm saying. Where'd you
Within
go
a
to? Did you go to school?
University of Vermont, which was
Okay.
fun. Like we partied, we skied, we had a
Oh.
blast.
Right.
But it wasn't
Smaller?
It's like 10,000 people.
Okay.
It was crazy, but it wasn't like out of control. Like the
Right.
parties were managed.
Yeah.
There were no giant 1,000-person frat parties.
Oh yeah.
Like you would hear the administration had started to crack down on Greek life and
Were you in a
off-campus
frat?
party- No.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, UV, man, that'd be cool. I want to go to Vermont.
Vermont's amazing.
It looks so like so clean.
It's
like crisp.
The air is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like
it looks crisp.
you get up there, you get used to hanging out up there, you just feel good.
I think I'd like it.
It's the one thing when I go out here, you can smell the burnt a little bit in the
Yeah.
air, you know?
What do you think of Texas? And why'd you come here? Comedy?
Stand up, yeah. So it was. So I moved down here because I was gonna move to New York to do stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I would go visit New York, I would have a panic attack. 100% of the time.
Yep.
Being hungover in New York is one of the most difficult experiences in the world. Like it's
so
especially
quiet.
during the winter. It's weird, but during the summer when it's hot and you're like in a small apartment and the fucking horns are blaring outside, brutal. I would always get a panic attack every time I would go, but I knew for my career it was the best thing that I could do. So I decided I'm moving to New York. But I just say before I sign the lease, let's just do a week in Austin just to check it out, Make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Within 2 days, I knew I was moving here.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yeah. Just knew, right? You're like, oh, you can feel something happening here. Like,
I can feel something happening.
and it's a little more comfortable. Well, it's a lot more comfortable.
Well, yeah, I mean, this place is less than what I would pay for a studio apartment in New York City.
Yeah,
it's
and
still expensive.
It is, but it's like, it's not New York. I know everyone bitches about the rent, but it's like, you know, I mean, I honestly think LA is kind of dying. From what, Lucas went out there and he came back and was kind of like, the store felt like a relic almost, like this weird vibe. Yeah, because it's just like
Rogan's gone. I think people don't appreciate how much weight that guy carries.
I know.
Like,
yeah. And, I think a lot of people are just not there anymore. He was just like, it was just kind of weird. And it's just like so expensive for what? Like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, going out to eat and stuff there is wild.
Yeah.
It's one thing about here, like the rent's expensive, but like food. It's like I went to Cisco's the other day and I got like.
I never heard that.
It's a great Mexican place down there.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Have you had dinner?
Yeah. What? I'm down.
We could get food
Let's
after this.
Let's fucking do that.
Let's
Hell
go.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Cool.
Dude, but every time I go in there, I get the quesadillas, beans and rice. It's $9. It's amazing. Unless you go to some ridiculous place, you're good in terms of like the budget in that area. But
it's not super. Yeah,
dude, in terms of the stand-up thing, I always talk about like how much I fucking love Austin. Mm-hmm. What don't you like about it? Like, what do we need to do better?
What don't I like? The homeless. There's a shit ton, and they're not violent. They're not weird. It's just kind of like they're just like I feel bad for them. They're just out in the streets. Mm-hmm. Like there's nowhere for them to go. Nowhere. Yeah. And then if they do tents, I think they get booted. Like when I first moved here, there's a whole median.
Right here. It's
right here.
Right by where I live.
Yeah, and out so Southside too, there's a whole median of just tents and everything, which is like, I'm like, whatever, dude. You're not bothering me. Fucking live your life. And with like one day I just drove by and they were all gone. And I was talking to Colin and he's like, oh yeah, they just kick them out to the woods. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, do they really though? Or
well, yeah, so my girl was telling me, or ex-girl was telling me she goes on runs in the woods and there's just like, you'll just
what is she looking for rape?
She'll just stumble upon a colony.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is where they put them.
Which is like fine. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel bad because a lot of them are clearly mentally ill.
This is a tough place to be homeless. It's like, because it's hot.
It's hot as fuck. Everyone's kind of so used to your ass. Like, they're just not going to help you.
You see a homeless guy in pajamas too in like 100-degree heat.
Dude, it's like, the worst.
Yeah. You're like, you make me uncomfortable just looking at you. Yeah. It's like watching a guy in jeans at the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gross. And they smell.
Yeah. There's a few brutal. There's one woman who's very vocal.
The naked. Oh, I haven't seen the naked one in a while.
Who's the naked?
She's still around.
Is she?
Yeah,
this lady's always
great.
bare ass naked, and I don't know how. She might have like alopecia or something. No hair on her whole fucking body. Her vagina is more pristine than mine will ever be in my life. And she's homeless, bald head.
Yeah,
but she's naked.
Yeah,
and I remember passing her on a Saturday 11. I was day drinking downtown, and she was just sleeping on the sidewalk. And I literally thought she was dead. It was the first time I saw her ever. And I was like, is that lady breathing? And I had to just stare at her labia and just wait for it to like move a little. And then it did. And I'm like, all right, I'm out. I don't care.
You're good.
Yeah. I was like, sorry, you know.
I've also got lost in that labia before.
Have you?
It's
a big labia.
It's mesmerizing.
Yeah, it is. It's right
She's
in
a
the
bigger
face.
woman.
Yep.
But still, you know.
Which means she's eating.
She'd be hot in the Renaissance days.
She would have been, she would have killed it.
She would have killed it. But yeah, I haven't been downtown much lately, so I don't know. She's still out there. But I think she's just naked because she's like so fucking hot.
The thing is, like, that dirty area is dirty. Like, I don't think people understand, like, how dirty
so the shooting was. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. There's shit going on all the time down there, where it's just chaos.
I hate it. The only time I go down there now is if I do Secret Show. And that doesn't happen much, you know what I mean, anymore. So I'm never down there. It's gross.
It's not happening for either of us, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've just been, like, gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hit me up and he's like, are you even here? I'm like, nope, sorry.
Really?
Yeah. And I think he was just like, fuck it. I'm not going to, which is fine.
No, it's
I love Secret Show. It's great. Vulcan's great.
That crowd is amazing, too.
It's a surprisingly good venue for, you would never look at it and be like, comedy will work here. You know what I mean? It's so big. It's very brewery
It works
feeling.
there, but it's kind of, it's
still
insane.
It's
crazy there. That place is, I think it's like, it seats about 350.
Yeah.
For the first 200 people that show up in the door, it's an amazing experience. For everybody else, you're kind of stuffed off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like even if you're up on the rail upstairs, it's kind of like not the most ideal experience.
It's not intimate. Yeah.
It's not intimate at all.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see like what Rogan's Club is gonna look like.
I know, the mother spaceship or whatever the fuck he's calling it. Which I don't think is private info.
No, it's
No, it's
mothership. I
public.
think he tweeted it. It's
Yeah,
the
perfect.
the comedy
yeah,
mothership.
I'm excited to see that. I think he's trying to emulate the store a little. So I think there'll be separate rooms, and I think for Kill Tony, he wants to just have a room for the comics, which is great. Have you been to Kill Tony?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
Once or
think
twice and I was done.
it's an amazing opportunity, but when you're standing in the pig pen,
Ugh.
it's
And
brutal.
it barely can get a drink.
You know what
Can't pee.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I think is I'm gonna go once a month, but I'm gonna buy a table for 4
That's
in
fucking
advance,
smart,
and we
dude.
should just go.
That's
and just
fucking
do
smart.
That.
Because split that up. What is it?
It's $25
a ticket.
a head, and
That's fucking smart. Because then we'll be comfortable. We'll be served.
and it's fun.
And
It's a great show. Like I
Yeah.
love, dude. Again, how many fucking times am I gonna bring up my ex-girlfriend on this podcast?
Oh, he's
Me,
in love.
my ex-girlfriend, and 2 of her friends went and watched Kill Tony, and it was amazing. Like Rich
Yeah.
Voss was the guest.
Oh yeah.
He murdered.
Yeah.
And then, what's the Jared Nathan had
Yeah. What?
just murdered.
He's good, huh? I haven't seen anything with him except
He just had a great.
Yeah.
He had a couple.
He's perfect for Kill Tony.
If his
he's
jokes
like
if his jokes hit, they hit. People.
He's got good jokes.
People lost their fucking minds.
Yeah, I gotta watch him. He's super nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I'm like the whole the other thing is locking up the phone. It's like fuck you. I'm not gonna film that. What am I gonna release Kill Tony 2 weeks ahead of time?
You might be the next Pang Dang. You never
Yeah,
know.
I want to. Yeah, I'll do it.
Gonna out some people.
Yeah, I'll take him down. Yeah, I don't know. That's a way better idea. That's worth it. I mean, a lot of those comics in the pen can't afford fucking water, so I get why they're
Yeah, they're in there,
But like,
and they should be in there. Fuck
yeah,
them.
they should be.
Pieces of shit.
A lot of them, it's their home for 2 hours. You know that they have nowhere to
there's-
sleep that night.
There's
so
air
they're happy.
conditioning in there.
Yeah.
Which is nice. A nice experience. A nice change.
I mean,
of
it's
pace
great
for
to be in a
them.
scene where like it's normal for a comic to just be like, "Yeah, I live in my car," and you're like, "Oh, good, yeah,
Yeah, good
I
for
get
you.
it."
You're like a pussy if you don't.
Yeah, there's a couple where it's normal and it's fine. I mean, it's fine. Some of them you're like, you should probably just get a job,
Yeah.
just work at something.
Well,
And then others, I'm like, you're doing the artist thing and it's working.
the artist thing, it's like I don't think people understand like number one the odds, but number two like
Yeah.
how many of the artists that they look up to that they worship didn't do what they're saying they did. Like Bill Burr had a day job for the first 10 years of his comedy career.
Yeah.
And it's like the starving artist thing. It's like Bill Burr's dad was a dentist.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's parents were both lawyers. Like,
Right.
This idea of like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like it's just dummies fucking dropping it all and risking it all to go
Yeah.
into their and follow their dreams. It's
Yeah.
like there is this like alternate reality that they've built up that really doesn't
Yeah.
exist. You don't need to live in your car.
You don't. And there's also this thing of like, I love the Creek and the Cave. I think it's it's the best hang in town for comics, 100%. But there is this like weird mentality with a lot of comics that are like, that will just go there every day and get drunk and think that makes them a comic. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not putting any work in your writing. You're not even getting up on stage that much. You're just hanging out at this one place and paying for their utilities by buying all the drinks, which they love you for. But this doesn't make you a comic. You know what I mean? Some of them just like are like, yeah, because I'm a real. It's like you're just a lush. You're just hanging out.
I like that word lush. That's
Lush.
such a nice way
It's a
of
nice
saying
way
it.
of saying you're a drunk bozo. There's not a lot like that, but I remember I was traveling. I came back to Creek and I walked in. I was like, oh, there's a vibe here of like.
That was one
They're
of
not worried
the
about comedy.
first things when I stopped drinking for that stretch. I went to just hang out at the creek. And I was like, oh.
It's a lot of just people smoking weed and getting drunk and like
yeah,
making dick jokes.
it's wild.
Yeah. And you're like, but you got to focus on the comedy.
Also, we were talking about our first drinks back. My first drink back was a seltzer. It was amazing. But the next day, or actually later that night, I had another drink.
Uh-oh.
I had a whiskey ginger at the Creek and the Cave. And it was one of those experiences where you go, oh.
What?
Well, I was like, I'm having 3 drinks and then I'm like getting super fucked up when I go to the creek. Why is that happening? I go, as soon as I took a sip when I hadn't been drinking for 26 days, I go, you degenerate animal. These are triples. You're drinking You're getting the homie pour.
Yeah.
Not realizing it because I was such a fucking drunk that they would give me literally probably a triple or a quadruple whiskey. It was in a 20-ounce cup. And I would just drink the whole thing.
Right, like it's a
and
single.
then drink another one and then drink another and go, I'm fucking hammered for 3 drinks. I'm a lightweight. No, you're not. You didn't have 3 drinks. You had a dozen.
Yeah.
You had a dozen drinks. You didn't realize it, and then you fell off a bird scooter.
Yeah.
Okay,
dude, have you told the story in your podcast about? I remember I ran into you at the creek, and you're like, "I won't fucking believe what happened." The gang.
Yeah.
Did you tell that already?
I have not told that
Oh
story.
my God, what?
Yeah,
dude, this is such a good story, dude.
Okay.
This is when I first saw you after a while. It was
You even
the
done
first
this
thing you said to
on
me.
stage?
I did it once on stage, but by that point,
yeah.
It's hard to-
when it happened. The first time I told the story was so out there,
Oh.
and it worked. And because I was telling my friends, and everybody's laughing. But then I got so excited, and the story was so crazy that I told everyone I saw that day. So by the time I'd gone on stage, I'd told the story like 20 times to my friends because that's just who I am. I was like, this story's fun.
Yeah.
People like listening to it. I can get a chuckle out of it. So I'm going to tell everyone alive about what happened.
What, then you got bored of it, or like?
Well, yeah, I was bored of it by the time I got on stage, so I just punted it. But this is what happened. Matt, have I told you about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. We'll tell it again. Fuck
No,
it.
it's so good though.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
a good one.
hammered at a bar on East 6th Street.
Yeah.
About as fucked up as I could possibly get. Me and a couple of my friends start walking back to my apartment, and I'm, again, fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And when I get this hammered, I look for cigarettes. Like, I just want cigarettes. So I'm walking down the street, and this group of 5 gentlemen, all dressed in blue, 5 black dudes, all in blue, walk down the street, and they are looking around, and they're starting to fucking look at different people, and they walk up to me, and I go, hey. And they're like, huh? And I go, do you guys have cigarettes? And they're like, excuse me? I go, do you guys have cigarettes? I really need a smoke. And they're like, one guy goes, this motherfucker is crazy. And I go, no, dude, I fucking really need some cigs. And some guy on the back goes, on God, I'm gonna fuck a motherfucker up tonight. And I go, you look like you could fuck somebody up, dude. You look fucking crazy. You look jazzed. He goes, really? I go, yeah. And one guy goes, you're fucking insane. And he just whips his cigarettes out of his pocket. He hands me a pack of cigarettes with 5 cigarettes in it and just goes, keep it.
Yeah.
And then they take about 10 steps down the road and go, him, to another guy and just punch this guy in the fucking face. Knock him over, kick him a few times, and leave. And I'm just like,
What
the fuck just happened? But the moral of the story is if you get fucked up enough, like they say, the number one thing that people look for when they're going to mug, rob, assault anyone on the street is intoxication. And I got so intoxicated that I went beyond that to the point where I was like unassaultable.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I confused them.
What?
They probably had respect.
Yeah.
I think they respected you.
Yeah, because I was just like, you guys got cigarettes? And they're
No,
like,
blue.
what?
Yeah, what? The Crips?
I think.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it would be Crips, right?
Why did they give you the pack?
Maybe it's a respect thing. Like, fuck,
They
man,
literally
this guy's-
gave me the whole pack of
And you complimented the guy too? He probably liked
What
that.
cigarettes were they?
You know what cigarettes
What were they?
You know what they were.
What were they?
Newport Menthol. They were... they were...
Soft.
It's not racist.
Soft.
It's
yeah,
real.
they were... I have a very good white friend that smokes Newport Menthols, and I think it's the funniest
That
thing
is
in the world.
silly. That is silly.
He is a white dude from the suburbs that just
He likes what he likes.
destroys...
Smoking toothpaste.
Yeah, he's a true maniac, though.
Yeah. Well, that checks out.
Yeah. He's done some of the crazy... He has the craziest DUI avoidance story I've ever heard in my entire
Oh,
life.
Jesus Christ. Avoidant?
Yeah, avoiding
He
a
got
DUI.
rid of one? Oh, he didn't get it?
2 stories, actually.
Oh, shit.
This guy was hammered coming home from a bar, rear-ended someone, totaled both of the cars, and he's drunk as shit, right? Steps out of the car, girl in front of her goes, what the fuck, man? And I almost said his name, but it was one of his friends that he rear-ended. She flips out and just goes, I can't fucking believe you just ran into me. He goes, here's the deal. We're calling our cars in stolen. We're jumping in and fucking, somebody's going to come pick us up. We're fucking leaving.
Oh my God.
And then, so they got out of the...
That's smart.
He got out of the DUI.
And they can get their cars replaced, right?
If he'd hit somebody else, they would have been completely fucked. Another story, this guy goes to the casino, gets blacked out, locks his keys in his car. Locks his fucking keys in his car. It's freezing. It's the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
He goes, fuck it. Whips out his belt, smashes one of the windows, goes in, grabs his keys. Everybody jumps in, goes to drive home. They pull out of the casino, pull onto a one-way street going the wrong way.
Oh, God.
Cop immediately, pulls him over. You realize you're going the wrong way on the one-way? Sorry. Why is your window down? It's the middle of the winter. It's not down. It's broken. Why is it broken? Somebody broke into our car. He goes, they broke into your car? You go, yeah. Did they steal anything? No, actually. They only took a pack of cigarettes. I think they just wanted to smoke and broke in through the back window. And the cop was like, are you sure about that? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, you should come down to the station, call it in. He goes, I think we're okay. He goes, you sure you don't want to come to the station? He goes, yeah. They go, all right.
What?
Get home one piece. Drives off.
What?
This guy has never gotten a DUI.
Did he break the window in anticipation of getting pulled over?
No, he broke his window to get the keys out.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. So he just came up with that, and the cop was just like, okay.
Yeah, cop was like, sounds good. That's called that's called white privilege right there.
For real.
Yeah.
Plus, I've heard like they have to do so much paperwork if they get a DUI, if they find a DUI. So they're just like, half time it's like, if you're not an asshole to me.
It's not like a jackpot type situation where they're like,
it's a lot of paperwork for them.
Really?
They don't get like extra brownie. They get, it's not like they get.
I bet you it
money.
depends on the department though, because like one of the things that like, I don't know, I think one of the strongest points that BLM has is like, hey, we probably shouldn't fund police departments off of tickets.
Yeah.
Like we should probably just have everything pre-funded.
Yeah, right.
So
we're not giving.
So that just we don't have to create crime.
Right.
To arrest people to get this shit. Because it's like if you run into one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Where there's like some guy's trying to be the lead ticket writer in his county. Yeah. You're fucked. Yeah. Like no matter what. Like I had a buddy that got a 65 and a 66. Like it happens all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah, cops are nerds.
I'm gonna need, and I'm sorry, I think I'm just an idiot. I don't understand the psychology of the cop saying, "Are you sure you don't want to come down to the station?" What am I missing here? What the fuck was he doing?
Maybe he really thought that he got broken into.
Yeah, I think he was just like noticing that my buddy got his window broken into, and was just like, "That's a theft. You need to." I'm the police. You report thefts to the police.
Was retarded.
Oh, I thought he was trying to be like get out. Okay.
I mean,
so
the whole
I think he was also like, if he got down to the station, the thing is, immediately when they got to the station, they would have been like, "Oh, this guy's fucking hammered."
Yeah.
Like this guy's hammered.
Maybe the cop was just helping. I don't know, man. Because you think you're going the wrong way down the road, you're gonna be like at night.
Yeah, it's pretty inexcusable.
Yeah, maybe that cop was just lazy and didn't.
He's probably getting off soon.
Yeah, that too.
The old lady's been nagging at him. Yeah.
Well, white privilege too.
White privilege, and also like so much of your just what's gonna happen. It just depends on who the fuck you run into. You have no idea who that cop is gonna be. It could be the coolest motherfucker ever. Yeah. And again, some state where they don't need to fucking fund the department off tickets. Right. The guy's chilling, super nice guy.
Hour and a half of paperwork. Fuck that.
Just like fuck it, let's go. Dude, you realize you're going 20 over? Yeah. Don't do that anymore. Yeah, right. Bye. Or it could be like, step out of the vehicle. Yeah, right. You really have no idea who you're about to run into contact with.
For sure.
It's wild.
Yeah. I don't know. So have you noticed, are more people getting sober, you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I
long term, or do you think it's a lot of like, I got to just give my, liver a break?
I think a lot of people think that they're going to do it for a while, which is fine. And for me, I just eventually the boredom was unsustainable.
I know it is a little boring.
So what do you like doing with your time? You picked up anything else?
I just write a lot more, read a lot more.
What are you reading?
I read. I'm reading. I got that new memoir by the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast. Oh, Crying in H Mart.
Okay.
Yeah, about her. It's about her mom and her mom's death. But it's a memoir. It's really good. I really
Dude,
like that.
I was gonna see her open up for
Michelle. I forget her last name.
Who's she opening up for on the road? She was opening up. I think Bright Eyes. She was opening up.
Yeah,
for.
I think she's doing a run with
I
them.
almost went to that show.
Yeah.
We have really similar music.
I know.
Taste.
I was floored.
Yeah.
I was because nobody like, and I'm not trying to be like nobody, but like
Nobody knows.
none
what
of the
Purple
comic.
Mountains is.
Yeah, Pearl Mountains.
I called my friend Harry after that
Yeah.
because he introduced me to Purple Mountains. I'm like, you have no idea how cool you just made me look.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not even that it's like it's so cool music. It's just like more obscure. But like
Extremely obscure.
nobody really knows about it.
But that's my shit.
I
mean,
know it's so good.
I love that type of music. I just
Yep.
went and saw Fuzz the other night. That was amazing.
Ooh, where's
Ty
that
Siegel's
at?
band. I saw
Yeah.
him at the Mohawk.
Oh, we haven't gone there yet.
Mosh.
Good venue.
Moshing.
Really, Mosh?
Oh yeah.
All right, Ty.
I like the mosh a lot.
You do?
It's fun.
I did it once, and I was like,
It definitely pays to be lengthy, like you.
yeah,
Yeah.
You got a good height on you, so you can just see the stage.
Take a
I
look
was
at
always
those
jealous of guys.
elbows too. That
Yeah.
could do some damn. I'm
Yeah.
The
I'm
elbows
seeing-
will fucking
I'm
fuck
looking at
you
the right
up.
elbow right now. It's intimidating.
I'm always jealous of. It's mostly men that'll be at shows that can stand anywhere in the room and just be on the floor.
It's really
and just
nice
be like,
though.
I
When
got
I was a kid, I remember going in and like sneaking up to the front of venues and stuff when
Yeah.
we go to concerts, and it's like that's the one thing is I definitely can't do that anymore.
because people
Like
give you
if
shit.
I step in front of anyone, they're just like, dude,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
a
Oh,
dumb
fuck
6'2".
it.
I'm in the
It's
way.
a double-sided coin though, because I bet you never sit in the back of a car.
True. I do. Oh, dude, I sat in the back of the car on the 6-hour drive to Bricktown and back.
That's
Oh, you've
tough.
done
Okay,
Bricktown.
see.
You did
Yeah, I
Bricktown?
did the roast battle with Mike
Oh,
Eaton
okay.
and Adam Lucky.
You went up against Mike. Who won?
We went 1-1. I won the one at Creek. He won the one at Oklahoma.
I love Mike.
He's amazing.
He's awesome.
He is one of the best dudes.
I love him so much. He's great. Him and his wife are great. I love them. But that's fun. I didn't know they did roast at Bricktown. I
Yeah.
fucking love Bricktown.
It's
My
amazing.
favorite club
Really?
so far. Yeah,
It's up there. I mean, it's unquestionably got the best green room of any of the places that I've played.
I know, and they're so nice to the comics. They're so accommodating, and the crowds are just so good because they're in Oklahoma. Or is it Oklahoma? Yeah.
Okay, see.
They're just like, fuck it, we have nothing else to do.
I mean, dude, yeah, it's kind of wild that there's Austin is what, 1 million people, right? And then you think Oklahoma City's like the same size.
Is it really?
I think so. It's
God
about the same
damn.
size. So it's just
That's wild. 'cause
another
so much
place.
more calm there.
Yeah, but
Like,
they've
the weekends,
got,
they were
need
chill.
to be entertained too.
Yeah,
They need things to do.
Yeah.
So
it was a lot more chill.
600,000 in OKC.
600.
Is
I
it?
wasn't even close.
Oh, whatever. I mean, it was I was surprised how much I liked it. The city.
Is it
but
in
was
the
also
mix,
really calm.
like downtown?
Is it a good mix, like of
No,
people?
I'm just like, is the club in like the downtown?
Yeah,
scene?
it's like a
Okay.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish your champagne.
Come on, baby.
Jeez.
Honestly, a
sauce.
bottle is not that hard to kill between two people. Am I crazy? Am I a
No, I already
lush?
killed
I mean,
a
I'm a
bottle at
lush.
brunch today though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So you can just go to brunch, come home, and not continue drinking because I can't do that.
Totally.
I can't do that.
That's how I kind of, one of the things I think I learned during this is how do I say this? I have a drinking problem, but I'm not an
Como se dice?
alcoholic. That's what
Right.
I've determined. I overdo it quite a bit. If I go on a 3-day bender and then I stop, like the 4th day is going to be rough and I'm going to want to drink.
Yeah.
But like, aside from that, dude, like
You
I
can-
handled it well.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me at all.
Can you have 3-4 drinks and not continue? Can you just go home and then pick it up in an hour or two?
That's a very recent trait that I picked up with age, but
I don't think I'm ever gonna pick that up.
it's not. Because like
You want to keep it going?
I want to keep going until it's time to sleep.
Yeah. What's
Is
the
what I'm-
point of?
yeah.
I mean, I get it, longevity. The whole like day drinking and then going out at night. That is, I mean, you have to take a break.
So let me
Unless you have
ask-
cocaine, it's
So,
like, what are we doing?
But when you drink, are you Monday through Monday when you are
When I
drinking?
was drinking, yeah. And then it would only be beer.
Okay.
So I can't do liquor. I can do maybe one liquor drink, but like I can't. I'm too small.
Are we talking IPAs or what are we talking?
No,
'Cause
we're
those
talking.
Get, those get me
we're light.
sauced.
No, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
do. I'm a little body, so I gotta do like I love pilsners, lagers,
There you go.
but I would only do beer, and then I'd have maybe like a mixed drink at the end of the night.
Can I guess tequila?
Yep,
Really?
tequila, baby.
See it in your eyes.
Shots, yeah, just like crying. Just-
Tequila is great.
I love tequila.
Another alcohol realization.
My,
that I
my
had.
mouth is watering.
That's not
Dude.
good.
I thought tequila always made me throw up every single time, and then I realized, tequila makes
it's
me throw
shitty
up.
tequila.
Tequila makes you
Yeah,
throw
when I
up.
moved here,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Casamigos and Espolón.
If you drink,
You
Amazing.
can sip on
me and my
that.
buddy
Oh, yeah.
drank
Yeah.
an entire bottle of not Dom P's the champagne, Don Julio.
Is that
or
good?
Patron.
That's
or
decent, right?
Patron is good. Don Julio. Oh, Don Julio's good.
Cuervo's the one that's
Cuervo's
like-
bad.
Cuervo's
yeah,
bad.
Cuervo's
It's brown.
bad.
I'm
Dude, so
just
we
like,
drank. It was Patron. We drank an entire bottle of Patron, 50-50 one night, and I woke up no hangover, no headache,
Yeah,
no
I've
nothing.
heard
And I was
this.
like, oh, tequila doesn't make me hungover.
It's shitty.
Shitty tequila makes me
Cuervo?
hungover.
Like, if it's like the color of Cuervo, I will not drink it.
Cuervo is straight poison.
Oh, God, it's so gross.
You got to go clear.
Yeah.
Pure agave, baby.
Or if it's so
100%.
good that it has the Cuervo. I mean, Simon's super into liquor, and he's always like, well, it could be Cuervo color if it's like super high end.
Have you actually ever seen a worm?
No, my parents brought one back from Mexico when I was a kid.
It's in mezcal.
Mezcal?
Mezcal's the one with the worm.
Fucking mezcal's gross.
I love it.
And the
Ugh.
worm, it's supposed to make you hallucinate. I'm looking
The
at you because I
worm?
feel like you've eaten a worm or two.
Oh yeah, dude. I always am the one that wants to eat
Does
the
it do
worm or the
anything?
fish eyes or something like that. That's always
Tell me about any cool worm stories. Because in Japan, they have habusaki, which they keep this cobra in like the jar, and the venom mixes with the alcohol, and it like poisons your liquor, and it's the trippiest drunk I've
I'm
ever.
out. Who
You would
wants
love
that?
it, Heather. You would
What?
love, it's so much.
I want a
It's
trip.
so much fun.
Oh my God.
Maybe you, Joe. It's right up your alley. But what
I
about
think
the
I
worm?
could handle it. That sounds awesome.
Some venom on top of your poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had the worm?
I have not really had the worm.
I don't know.
I've had the worm in the mezcal once.
It's just a soaked. It's just alcohol soaked, right? I mean, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
shred.
none of that shit really bothers me. Like, I don't get grossed out by food. I lived in China for a year. I ate scorpions and snakes.
Yeah.
And
Crickets?
to be honest, it's just the only thing that grossed me out in China was like,
Cats.
yeah, meat
Dogs.
where I go.
Like you don't know what it is,
I don't know
mystery
what
meat.
that is. I don't know. That
Like
doesn't-
literally, you don't know what it is.
like meat where it was like advertised as chicken. Where I left going,
How do you-
never had anything like that.
You ate it and were like, that wasn't chicken.
Yeah.
Like the texture, like the
I was
taste.
eating it and then was like, no.
It was
this
definitely
is-
like a dog.
Yeah, probably.
Iguana.
If I had to guess, it was just some cheap meat.
Did you ever know for sure you were eating testicle? Because in Japan, I knew for sure one time. Like they give you like the meat. It's all chopped up. But they can't tell you what part of the chicken it is. And I knew I was eating.
You
some
got chicken
balls.
ball?
I got a little chicken ball.
Was it chewy? Is that why how you
How
know?
what are the size
Salty?
of chicken balls, man?
Chicken balls. I mean,
They can't be that big.
they're not very
Little
big, but
marbles,
I will
right?
say tender. A nice chew. I'm not gonna
I
be
mean,
honest.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. You're eating everything else. On the
Soaked
chicken.
in teriyaki sauce.
Yeah.
So,
What's the point?
yeah.
At that point, you're
You're
just
good.
eating meat.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
But is that what it was? Like you would go up to like the kebabs. It was like kebab stands where they just had meat on a stick. I know everyone knows what a kebab is.
No, it was actually just like in like dishes, basically, just like in like something with meat
Mixed
and
in.
So, like, a
vegetables. where you
you're
go,
like-
this is not right. There were a few places that I went to and I go, I'm never coming back here again.
And you're just pointing at the
Because
menu.
you just like, here's the thing, like Chinese food is obviously, just about everybody knows Chinese food is not like American Chinese food. I'm not
Yeah.
breaking any new ground here. Everybody's aware of that. But I don't think I can really fully explain like just how weird it is, how difficult it is to eat,
Really?
and how like, yeah,
What do you mean difficult?
like
Just to.
there's
Palate?
no, at breakfast, there's no eggs and bacon and
What are they doing
toast
for
and,
breakfast?
like
Like meat?
weird vegetables and stuff. And
Were the egg yolks a different color? They were orange.
I don't really remember, to be honest. It's been so
In
long.
Asia, like in the Middle East and Japan, the egg yolks are orange, dude, and it's a trip. Like,
Because that's the color they're supposed to be.
is
They're
it
like
so?
natural.
So our eggs are wrong.
Our eggs
Our
are
eggs are
fucking
bad.
weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading a book.
I had like
right
all this
now
pride. I
about
had the
just,
like yellow
food.
oak pride.
And like one of the things they were talking about, just like the label organic and like what that actually means.
Yeah.
And they were like, talking about how like chickens need, in order to be labeled as organic, they need to have access to the outdoors. But they get slaughtered so quickly that they technically keep them inside for the first 4 months of their life, but they live to be 6 months and they have access to the outdoors for months 4 to 6.
Oh God.
And you're just like, they're outdoor raised
Organic.
chickens.
Yeah. That's
Fucking
all bullshit.
crazy.
Ugh. That's gross.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
We fuck with the food pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You big food. You big.
No, I
foodie?
mean just like,
Oh, we
I don't
fuck
know.
with our food. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I mean,
it's kinda
chickens are like 3
disgusting.
times the size they were in the 70s.
Yeah, it's
They're
fucked.
plump.
I want to get chickens.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals in life.
Yeah.
It's like they were describing like, I don't know, just like a guy who was doing the real hardcore
Like.
like mono. I guess like one of the things that is a problem is monoculture, which is like where you grow like one thing, like corn for the entire state of Nebraska.
Oh shit.
And it's like really dangerous because what could happen is you get a disease that affects corn. If you're growing a bunch of different vegetables, it attacks that section of corn and then it dies. But there's all this other shit around it, so you're good to go.
Right.
Cruising. If out of nowhere you get a disease that affects corn and the entire state of Nebraska is covered with corn,
Dependent on your corn.
you could lose like the entire yield of corn for the entire country, and then we'd start to starve.
Right.
So it's like, I hate reading books like this because occasionally like you become aware of a problem that you weren't aware of, right? Like it's like reading a book about a pandemic like 10 years ago where you're like, holy shit, like this could happen.
Right.
And so like one guy is trying to do this approach to it where it's like you have cows and chickens raised on the same property.
Right.
Where it's like it works because cows take shits and that brings bugs in and the chickens eat the bugs and you get way fresher stuff. And that's why the yolks are yellow. It's because like they're feed them corn and shit and it's just such a mono diet that it fucks everything up.
Yeah, even cows aren't supposed to eat corn.
No, they're not.
Not supposed to eat corn at all. And they're corn fed all the time.
Dude, that's all they feed them.
Yeah, they should be eating grass. Yeah,
Heather, do you have a backyard?
No, I live in an apartment complex.
If you have a backyard, you can have 4 chickens in Austin. No roosters in certain neighborhoods for noise complaints.
I would eat eggs.
What?
Yeah, every house in my where I live in a studio complex, but it's all like in a neighborhood. Every house has a chicken in the backyard.
That's cool.
And they get out, and my dog goes wild. It's great.
Yeah,
and they don't
Dog's
actually.
a big boy.
They're easy to take care of too. My brother's chickens, and they're so easy.
And it's an egg a day. I didn't know that.
They will lay fucking, and I would eat
Seriously.
eggs from like chickens.
Oh, yeah.
They're just naturally hatching them.
Have you seen an Easter egger where the chickens are different colors?
No,
Or, I mean,
I've seen like
the eggs.
the well, not brown, but like brown eggs.
Yeah,
Those
so
are natural.
So there's these chickens called Easter eggers, and their eggs are all green, purple, and pink, and
That's
it's different like every
crazy.
day. Yeah,
That's
it's
so
sick.
cool.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's real. My buddy,
I would have those eggs.
those are cool. They're great.
Yeah.
Cheap for Easter too. You don't got to buy the dye. you
Yeah.
know?
When is Easter?
Yeah.
Today
Oh,
he has risen.
He's risen. I went to church today. I'm
We're
a
just
good
getting
boy.
That's
sauce
unbelievable.
now, dude. It's just-
wait, you went to church then brunch, or did
Church, then
Church would be
brunch.
drunk. Church would be way more enjoyable. I feel.
I love
They serve
every,
wine.
every Christmas.
Go to church drunk.
Yes, because we go to Christmas Eve Mass, and there's usually something going on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. My family's huge into drinking, so like Christmas is our time. Then they go to church. I'm like, I don't know, fuck you. I mean, I don't go, but
yeah, it was a
my mom
weird
enjoys it way more.
experience going to church today.
that's it.
I didn't like it. I
What? Did somebody touch you? What happened?
that was years ago.
This one was
All right?
weird.
I told you not to bring that up on the
Sorry.
podcast. What the?
Why was it? Just a weird feeling today?
No, it was just like a thing of just like you get to the point where you like acknowledge your sins, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, everything I do is a sin.
Yeah.
I'm sinning right now. I'm sitting with a sinner, drinking sin.
You have
faggot.
cool sins though.
What's
God's gonna look at you and be like, you know what? Come on,
Yeah.
Like,
come on in, dude.
You know what I think God's gonna look at me as is like some people, you give them as many of the advantages you could give them, and then just like it's cool to be depressed, and then they're just
Here's
like
anxiety.
You were depressed with all this shit going.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
I give you an 8-inch dick. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you depressed about?
Yeah. You have anxiety.
It's unreal, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's. If you notice, like, talking about having anxiety and depression used to be in. Now everybody talks about being autistic.
Ugh, everybody's got to be something. You know what I mean?
It's fine to
I'm
be
neurodivergent.
fun.
It's like, fuck you. You're weird. You're an anime. You
Because
like anime.
it almost feels like autism hasn't been a thing. Like I know it has, but like I'm
no,
hearing
it's
about.
neurodivergent. So you're
Yeah.
not like fully autistic. You're just like, ugh.
It's like anyone can
Noises
claim
bother
it,
me.
right? Yeah.
I get weird in social situations. Like, you're just a homebody. Like, you're
some
you're
people
introvert.
claim-
Maybe I
on
like
the spectrum.
pterodactyls.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I just like cats. Why do we have to put a
Yeah.
label on it?
It's awesome.
If you're not obsessed with trains, I don't think you're autistic. You know what I mean? That's my standard.
Exactly. That's how you prove it. Like,
Yeah.
show me your
Show me
train
your train
catalogs.
collection.
Yeah.
Have you heard Shane Gillis' new bit that he's working on?
No.
Dude,
Basically, people with
autism are cats, Down syndrome are dogs. And he got this through the Jeremiah Watkins stand up on spot.
Yeah.
And then I saw him at Wise Guys in Salt Lake, and he's got it down to a polished bit, dude. And it's incredible.
It's so accurate though.
But it's so intelligent, too.
Yeah, I
How
gotta see
brilliant
this
is that?
bit.
Because
That's
like,
so smart.
like autistic people, it really is like difficult to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Would rather be alone. Sometimes you get a really loving feeling out of them. Sometimes it's like what the fuck. Whereas
Dogs.
yeah, dogs are like always happy to see you.
Humping you.
And he
Yeah.
explains how he has like a Down syndrome person in his family. He's like, they really do greet you at the door. Dude.
Yeah.
They're stoked.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
dude.
amazing.
Damn.
You might
I'm
piss
so
on the
mad I missed
carpet,
him
you
when
know,
he was
but you
here.
still love them.
It's so good. Dude.
Yeah.
It's
That's
such
great.
a good bit.
That's so funny. I love him. He's so funny.
They bite from time to time, but they don't mean nothing by
Right.
it. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
great. That's
I
so
think he's
good.
got one of the best just specials.
He's so funny.
We talk about the special every single.
I know.
Every single
Brand new
I know.
hour already, dude. I'm telling you.
I know he's so good.
I was
He's
so
prolific.
impressed. And like he's just talking to. It's like he's just talking to a room.
That's
with
what
his
makes him
buddy.
so good.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's like.
It's like he thought of
Scripted.
these ideas this morning.
Yeah, and
and he's just
talking to you.
ripping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
my favorite
so
kind of
good.
comedy.
Uh-huh.
where
I
like
also
this-
love that he's actively putting all of his boys on.
Yeah.
McCusker,
Like
yeah.
McCusker's
Yeah.
killing it.
Yep.
My buddy Sam Hunter just opened for him. Shout out
Nice.
Sam Hunter.
Oh yeah, Sam.
That's a huge win for the boys.
Yep.
And then and then fucking wait, what was that? Man.
That was just for Sam, dude. A little air horn. Blah, 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 blah.
I thought that was the wow wow wow.
No.
That's what you were doing. I was like,
No, no,
what?
no,
This is
no.
how you win, Matt.
Dude, I got a
Yeah.
great Australian
Piece of shit.
accent. I don't have all the
Yeah,
fucking
right.
sounds down, all right? Give me a break.
Oh, but dude, and then he's got the Stuff Island guys. I don't know if you.
Yeah. Yep.
That podcast is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that podcast.
Yeah. It's great.
It's one of the only podcasts.
And he's
that I
super
actively
fucking
listen to.
nice. He's
Yeah.
like not a dick. He's not, you know what I mean? Most people in comedy aren't, but he's super cool.
If him and Norman moved here, it would help us so much.
God. I feel like Norman's just a, New York boy.
He is.
He's a New York
He's
man.
literally doing 6 or 7 spots a night.
That's what I
Yeah,
was saying.
yeah.
He just wants the
You
time.
can't do that here. You know, you can
How
do
often
maybe
do you double
3.
up? Get up twice a night? It's extremely rare for me. I did it on Friday, but that was
Really?
about it, yeah.
I would say like probably half of the if I'm booked throughout the whole week, I would say half of them are doubles. But only because it's like busy nights, you know.
Yeah.
And it'll be like 2 shows start at 8, so it's easy to coordinate because you'll be like, if I go up early on this one, go up late on the other one, then there's no issue. But I'm light on the bookings lately, but I've been out of town, and I don't know what's going on in April. April seems dry,
Yeah, my calendar's embarrassingly
and then I'm like,
light
what
right
do I just like, I don't know how to.
now. I think
I'm
it's
not
just
somebody
the
that
nicest
reaches
month of
out.
weather. That's it.
Is it?
Yeah. I have to reach out because
Yeah, I haven't
there's
done it.
so many of me around
Yeah,
that I need to remind
that's
them that I exist.
true. It must be hard, and I'm not trying to be like. I'm serious. It must be harder to be just like a white comic, a white dude comic
Yeah.
in comedy now because I stand out because it's like we need a girl. We need a
I have other things that I think like help too.
I mean,
where
you're
it's-
funnier than most, I would say too.
Thank you.
That helps.
Appreciate that. And the following's helping me get. Dude, we have the same thing where it's like the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking talk about it.
Yeah,
because you're one of the only people that can understand.
Yeah.
When it blew up for you,
Yeah.
how did it affect you?
I mean, I got a shit ton of followers on on all social media. That was good. Started getting recognized. That was good. Easily booked. Like before I moved here, Red Band knew about me.
Really?
So that was super helpful. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I got to bypass all that, bullshit of like mics and kill Tony until I get recognized. And
1.6 mil on TikTok.
yeah.
Impressive. Really
yeah.
nice. Awesome.
So I think Red Band's girlfriend really liked my shit.
That's what's up.
And then he knew of me.
So when first viral video, right?
Yeah.
It's a shocking experience.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I just didn't understand what was going on.
how did you react when your shit started
I didn't
popping
know
off?
what to compare it to as my first video that I posted, and it was overnight. I went to bed and I woke up and it was at like 350.
350K.
Yeah, and
Bizarre
but I didn't
feeling,
know
right?
TikTok. I thought TikTok.
You were
was
like, what the fuck is going on?
I was just like, oh, I have a lot of comments. You know what I mean? And then it was like, oh, this is not normal because I didn't know the app at all. I didn't scroll on it. I just posted that video to fuck with people, and then I was like, all right, whatever, I'm done. And then I kind of was like, oh, this is like a thing. So I kind of ran with it for a little. The
what
whole,
was the video?
I was just like, hey, I'm trying to get in touch with my dad, Jim Carrey. He's abandoned me. I'm his daughter, and did help, put on that face, which is so easy. And then people really believe me, and I was like, ah, fuck.
Did he ever reach out to you?
No, never.
That'd be funny.
No, I mean, yeah, but what? I mean, what's he gonna be like? Nice face? I don't know what I would do if it was somebody out there being like, I have your face. You'd just be like, okay,
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
cool.
how to
You know what I
react
mean? Like,
either.
what is the point?
Yeah.
So
did for me,
yeah,
when I had the 2 clips go viral, I felt like the immediate urge to make other shit and like
oh, like
backfill
the
everything.
pressure.
fucked me up.
Really?
It
What was
fucked
your
up.
video that went viral?
It was a stand-up clip
Oh.
of me doing the speaking Chinese bit, which is a bit that I think is just okay, if we're being honest.
But
It's not
TikTok's
TikTok
barometer
shot it
for-
to the moon.
Yeah.
Where it was like similar experience. I posted it. I noticed it was getting some heat immediately. I went to the gym. I came back. It was at 700,000 in an hour. And I was like,
that's a good one.
and it melted the battery of my phone because I left the notifications on. So
I turned that shit off.
Turned my phone turned off. It couldn't handle it.
Is there a number that constitutes viral?
I think I would say
million?
half a mil to a mil.
Okay.
A mil is for sure viral, but even, some people get like 20,000 and they're like, so I went viral today.
And the time frame
know.
matters, right? It's got to be like within a week it gets that number.
So my thing, when I was doing Jim Carrey videos, because that's what I started with, I don't fucking do them anymore because I'm like, we get it.
right.
But I would measure it by hour views. So if I got like 25 to 50,000 within an hour, I was like, okay, this will probably reach a high, in the 700s by 24 hours.
And that's a wild experience when you're getting 1,000 a minute. And
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
whoa. And
Yeah.
dude, for me, it drove up my screen time usage so much. I was thinking more about how to go viral than how to be good at stand up. Mm-hmm. And for a short period of
That fucks with
time,
you.
that fucked me up.
Yeah,
That made me worse. It made me way more unhappy.
Your priorities are so fucked.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not even thinking about what's funny. You're like, what gets views? And that's gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've been trying to articulate this because, again, it's like what we were talking about when you go, I mean this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be tough being like a white dude comic right now. It's like,
Yeah.
poor me, viral superstar,
Right.
decently good looking white guy.
Right.
But there's some
But
challenges
in the city,
to it.
in a big, heavy, comedy heavy city, getting booked, and you're not somebody that's like, we need a gay, we need a girl, we need, like, I'm serious. Like, it's got to be, and you're funny enough that you stand out, I would think, because you've only been here since January, so you're fine. But like,
Yeah.
there's a shit ton of really funny white guys in this scene already.
There's a
You know what I
ton.
mean? So it is that thing of like, I think it's just constantly showing your face at shows, even that if you're not on. I tell Simon this all the time because he's so like, well, I never get booked. I'm like, yeah, nobody thinks about you because you don't. And
Not around.
You know what I mean?
You have to be around.
You can't just assume people are thinking about you 24/7. You have to make yourself known and go out. And so there is that part, or just hanging at the creek. You don't have to get shit faced when you're there. Just hang out, watch a show, talk to comics.
Yeah.
So
You
it's a
gotta
lot
be
of it's
around.
networking shit.
You got to remind people that you exist. 'Cause-
I mean, I got to get out there. I'm like, I'm not getting booked. Like, I got to go back out there.
maybe we should drop into the open mic tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm hosting it. I
forgot
got
to
you.
sign- Oh, you're hosting?
Yeah,
We're
I
good.
got you, dude.
Let's go. Thank
Let's
you.
go. I got you.
Yes. Look
Yeah.
at this. Connections,
See?
baby.
It's good to know a faggot.
Let's go.
I got him.
No, you got me good on that one.
Yeah, no, I'm co-hosting with Simon tonight. Did you apply to Skankfest?
Yeah. Did you get in?
No, I applied the last day. I haven't heard anything. Probably not.
We should.
They asked what the home club it was, and I just put, I don't know, Creek. Yes, I was like, I don't fucking know. My home club. What does that even mean? I just put Creek. What did you put? You know that
Creek?
Yeah.
I'm not past there yet, though, which is like,
Is anybody? I don't even know what that. Oh,
how does it work?
yeah, they do this like Creek showcase thing, and I think Rebecca does. And I've seen, even if it's a light turnout, she'll sit in the whole show and watch comedy.
I know. I was supposed to do it 2 weeks ago, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do a bunch of them. Just hit up Colton.
I know.
Say, can I get on the next one? He's fine.
Totally.
He'll be on. And he'll be passed. It's not a big deal. I don't know how much that does for you getting past there.
Yeah.
I get on shows, but not a lot of weekend work.
It's one of the things that I want to figure out how to do is work a lot.
I know. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure it out.
Because being in San Jose, I had a real luxury where it was like, my philosophy has always been this. And it's like, if everybody's running through one door trying to do the same shit, you're at the wrong door. Just
Yeah.
go do something else. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's trying to blow up on YouTube, posted the shit on TikTok. Nice. That was
Yeah.
a beauty.
Thank you.
But, dude, everybody in SF, do you know what the punchline is?
Yeah.
Do you know what the
I've never
audition-
worked there.
So the audition process is brutal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you have to hang out on Sundays for 4 to 6 months, and then they put you up one time. If they like you, you come back, you do another one.
At a show or Mike?
At a show. So you hang out at a show every Sunday for 6 months, and then they pass
stupid.
it. It's ridiculous.
Stupid.
It's a waste of time. I go, I'm not doing it.
No, it's stupid.
I go, no, absolutely not. San Jose Improv, double the size, better club in my opinion. Just hit up Doug Stanhope, and he put me on, and then Doug got me passed, and if you're passed at the punchline, you work a weekend a year. I was working a weekend a month maybe 2 weekends a month. And I got, as a 2-year comic, I got so good so fast.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I got to figure out a way to do that here because it's like, if like, let's say we do get past the creek. What is that, a weekend a year? Like that's
I'm
not
past
gonna...
and I've never worked more than, I worked one headliner weekend with Maddie. And I love Creek, but like, I don't think that really translates. I think, I think it's up to the headliner a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all on Creek. I don't think Creek's like, we passed you, but we don't give a fuck. You know, I think it's just who's there and what kind of act they're looking for. And there's not many. It seems like, I don't know if the weekend has a lot of, are they doing consistent weekend gigs? Like headliner?
Yeah.
They do, right?
They do.
I don't know. And it's different now because Moon Tower and I don't know what's going on. Plus I've been out of the loop, so.
Yeah.
But
Where have
I'm
you been? What's been going on?
Just different cities, traveling, doing shows, visiting my girlfriend. You know, you got to
doing the long distance thing.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that shit's tough.
Yeah, it is tough, but she's great, so it's not that hard.
Did you slide into your DMs?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
she did. First and only
Really?
time she did. Yeah.
You've
She's
never
not-
had,
she's
you've
not
never
a
had anybody
slider.
else slide in your DMs?
No, she's never done that.
That's why she made the correction.
Yeah, I mean that happens to me, but it's always like these heifers, you know,
Yeah.
it's like mouth breathers that live in like Tennessee, and you're like, do you really
Yeah.
think I'm not even hot, but do you think?
This is gonna work in any capacity.
Yeah.
I can't get past the heifer thing. That
I
got
mean,
me.
you know what I mean? It's just people that are like, you know.
That one got me good.
But yeah, she's never done that before.
By the way, you're hosting the 8 o'clock mic at the Creek.
10
To 10.
banana
tonight.
phone. I'm doing the banana phone one.
Got it.
There's an 8 o'clock we can go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
because I'm gonna be there at 10, so I'm done
Good.
hanging out.
Well, we got
Food
time to
truck.
get food and everything. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if you need to go for 8 though.
No.
Okay.
No, it's 10 o'clock. I think
Perfect.
it's later. I guess there's a mic for it.
Yeah.
Silly.
That's the one that I forget to sign up for though. That's a good mic.
Is it good?
It's amazing.
It's Adam Lucky's.
Oh,
it's a
see,
really
I
good
don't know
one.
anything about mics. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sound cunty here. I'm just like, I want to get more into mics if I have free time, you know? But I'm like so clueless.
There's like 3 mics around here.
That are-
That one, Buzzmill, and
I like Lucky Duck when I did that a while ago. I don't know if it's not
too
good
many
anymore.
people. Too many people sign up,
Oh, it's not. It's hard to get up.
and yeah, it's brutal. But
Yeah.
and then Buzzmill and Valve are effectively
has one?
effectively shows.
Oh,
They're shows.
okay.
They're like you got to sign up in advance.
Oh,
and
the
then
Buzzmill one. I
It's a
remember-
random sign up.
You-
and it's really
you
just
would
like,
get
are
on.
you one of the homies?
would get on
Yeah, but I remember when I
Velveeta.
first moved here, I did the whole like sign up in advance for a week and message Andre and blah, 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 and just never heard anything back. And I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Have you done the Velveeta room at all?
Yes, but for like a theme show for one of my friends.
Okay.
It's really fun.
It's a sick room. It's
I
cool.
love Velveeta.
Yeah, it's cool.
It sucks though because Esther's Follies is right next to it, and you just I think it's them that's right next to it. So like headliner shows, you just you're like through the wall, and it's
It's a
just
little
like
tough.
Yeah. What is Esther's Follies?
it's like topical, political satire, humor for kind of family friendly
Really?
variety show.
Oh.
This bar that I used to love to get
Do any
shit
comics
faced
do
at.
that?
No.
It's like a dinner theater type
Theater
thing.
theater-ish. But this bar tavern, I used to love to get shit faced at. A couple of the girls there, they're like actors at Esther's Follies, and it's very. I mean, it's grueling. They like have to constantly rehearse, and they always have to change up their jokes because it's topical humor. So you know, it's kind of like writing monologue for late night.
I've seen it where I walk by there sometimes where it's mobbed and then sometimes it's like
Yeah.
10 people and it's like that's got to be just
Yeah,
brutal.
I think it's a little bit cornier, a little dinner theatery.
Is there a career there? Like, is that a
I mean,
improv type thing?
They're also bartenders and staff at a bar, so probably not a great
okay.
career. You know what I
And they're
mean?
just, but like they're putting all that time into
They
rehearsals.
put a shit. Yeah, it reminds me very much of being in Orlando and being like, I work at Universal, you know, as
Right.
an actor, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, you're fucking Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
They put in all this time, you know what I mean, and they're not going to
Yeah.
do it that well, but they get to say they're like,
That's got to be brutal.
yeah, you would have been a great Scooby.
That's a Shaggy. What are you talking
Shaggy,
about?
Shaggy, yeah, Shaggy.
There we go.
My friend was Shaggy.
Really?
Reminds me of you, yeah, kind of like you know. But I mean, it was fun. It's a cool gig. You're not getting paid too shitty, but it's not great. It's not like rich. Making money. So that's what reminds me of Esther's. It's like a lot of work, but for what? To just say you work at
What are you
Esther's?
trying to get out of it?
I don't know. It's very theatery.
Some people probably ask that about us all the time.
All the time.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah. Comics are sad.
Some of them are.
I think the circle we keep is cool, but then there's like this other I remember one time I guest hosted Dean's Creek mic. probably like 3-4 months ago, I didn't know a fucking single person. I felt like such a piece of shit. 'Cause I was like, who? But then I was like, oh, I'm in the circle of like show comics, people that are on shows and only do show, you know? So it was like, I was like, man, and I like making friends with comics. So I was like, all these people.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in that circle, and sometimes I feel like I'm not, because I go hang out at the creek, and it's just like I feel like I'm just in the creek circle, because that's just where I'm at all the time, and it's like half people who are like really working, and then half people who are just like creek rats.
Creek rats is a great fucking name for it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
that's the name.
Totally.
Just
where they're just people that never go up. They just hang out there.
There's no jokes they are working on. They're not trying to get better.
No, they're not.
Trying to get better at drinking, handling their liquor, maybe. That's a good name, Creek Rats. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, I wonder how many new open mic comics are coming into this scene. I have no visibility on it. Like, is it daily? Like, you see somebody new, like, weekly?
I'm not good at keeping track of it. When I meet people, I just assume that they're just somebody that doesn't do anything, so I don't see them. Yeah. Because like I said, there's only 3 open mics that I go to.
Right. You're not like miking up, like, you're doing shows, too.
Yeah. And I tried. Sometimes I'll have like a really good week. I'll get booked a lot.
Right.
And we'll be, out of the mics, and then sometimes I come up dry, and
and that's when I'm like, I just need to go out to mics. Yeah. And just to hang, because I'll get like sad if I'm not around comedy. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't done. I did like one show this past week, and I get sad when I'm around
comedy if it's open mics. Open mics do make me incredibly depressed sometimes.
They're so depressing and fun.
Like, if you go to like,
what's the saddest mic here? Don't say Romo Room, because I mean everyone says that, but that's
never did it.
That's done. It's gone.
Never did it. R.I.P.
I wonder where the saddest mic is here. There's got to be like one on 6th Street. That's so sad.
There's not some that are like sad. It's sad for me personally. Where
I bet
it's just
there's one
like
Dirty Six or something. It's like
there's a few where you like early on in comedy, and I've talked about this a million times, where you are wasting 3 or 4 hours to do 3 minutes, and you just go, this is a decision that I made.
We are so lucky.
We are. Well, dude, this is the way I've been looking at it. Is it's like, I fucking have said this a million times, but I'll say it again. I don't do stand-up to get a following online. I get a following online to do stand-up.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
I'm trying to use these credits to get in and be able to headline on the road and be able to do shit around here locally and just show up with a resume. It's like a really good resume item right off the bat.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to start doing when I email clubs is just put in my subject, like, Heather Shaw stand-up, 1.6 million followers. Like, just something that'll be like, look, I can get a crowd.
I think we make fake managers to do that.
Right?
So this is what we need to do.
Fake manager?
Let's make our own websites. I'm serious. mgmt@heathershaw.com, mgmt@joebagley.com. And then if you say that, it seems like the manager hyping you up, not you.
Yeah.
Because we can't say it. Our management can say that, though.
Yeah.
Our fake management. You don't have a manager or an agent, right?
No.
It's wild. People don't understand, like...
It's hard to get it.
Yeah.
I had a good one, like Shane Gillis's management company hit me up, and then I just never heard anything from them. And I'm not somebody that bothers people, so I'm just like, fuck it.
You need to try.
Why? It's like
so that you can get
They
management.
slid in my DMs.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I don't like that whole like, hey.
I'm a ball dropper of the highest proportion.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I've blown off some people that I should not blow off.
I blew
off Trevor Wallace one time by accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit him up to open. He's like, yeah. I go.
You should have saw it.
Well, I have my TikTok notifications turned off, and I just didn't look at it for a week. And then he's like, yeah, if you could do it, that'd be great. Like, can you do it?
Yeah, know, but that's
tough. That's tough, Joe.
That's why, yeah.
You kind of look like Trevor Wallace, too.
No, I'm way more handsome. Fuck you.
Well, for sure.
I'm kidding.
For sure. I mean, you guys both look like
Tony works with him now, huh?
What?
Tony works with him.
Yeah, Tony works with him all the time. He's a great guy, and he's like, both of them. I love them both. They're, dude.
I love Tony.
Trevor, it's amazing because the first show that I did with him, he was like at the San Jose Improv, and I've never seen anybody so nervous.
Aw,
because
really?
Straight up, dude, he was it was me, Chappelle Lacey, then him. Chappelle Lacey fucking murders.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And dude, like, I think this was his first time like headlining in his hometown because he went to college there, and he was nervous.
Yeah, that's
kind of like what's going on, and then like literally a year later, opened up for him in New Jersey, and he was confident in the pocket, and it's like, all right, fuck yeah. And that's what I'm trying to use. That's what I really respect about that guy, is he's doing all the shit online, but I think at his heart, he wants to be a stand-up.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do stand-up every single fucking weekend.
Right.
And that's not something that he needs to do.
Right.
He's making more than enough money off YouTube. He could live comfortably, not have to go out on the road, but he wants to do this. And I'm trying to do the same thing. Dude, like if you can book 5-hour-long spots a weekend.
That's all you need.
As a fucking 5-year comic, I'm going to get disgusting in the next year.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like
That's
at the
what I
point
wanna
where I'm
do.
like, should I just book, if I can't get into clubs, I might just go the route of like booking like black box theaters and just taking the door. Rent out a theater,
Yeah.
pay $200 for the room for a night.
We should
and
talk
then
to
take the door.
Nihil and see what he's doing.
Nihil told me all about this.
Yeah,
he was like, here's
fucking best.
He's so nice. David Nihil is so nice.
So nice.
And he gave me the roadmap. He's like, here's what you do. So now I just have to,
Yeah, I got to
do it.
text him today because my parents are on a flight to Ireland right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Ireland.
That's where we go.
I can do a decent Irish accent.
That was really, dude, really
Ireland.
fucking a little Jordan Peterson-y,
Yeah.
but pretty good.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty good.
Ireland.
Ireland.
My grandma had an Irish accent the entire time I was growing up, and I didn't realize it
Oh,
until
there
I
you
was
go.
like 24. And I was like, oh.
You just thought that's how grandma sounded.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
like
how
was
grandmas
out of
sound.
town, and then my grandma called me, and I hadn't talked to her for 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, holy shit, there it is.
Yeah.
You know,
The
just
little
like, this is-
accent.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have for time?
1:18.
Ooh, baby.
Fuck yeah. All right, want to do like 5-10 more minutes, and we'll
Yeah.
fucking wrap this shit
Down.
up?
Let's do it.
See you,
Let's do it.
Hawkeye, in this.
Is there
zone.
any-
Did
anything
you finish that bottle?
Dude, I did.
All right. Good
That-
job. I really don't think it's that. Yeah, half a bottle between, it's half a bottle each.
So
Not too much.
I'm ripped.
Are you?
Yeah.
You got a little
I'm feeling
drunky?
pretty
I'm a little-
good.
I'm a
I
little
had
junky.
a beer and a half bottle of champagne. I'm pretty
Champagne's a
hammered.
fun drunk.
It's so funny now when you're sober. I don't realize
nice.
when people are drunk, unless they're shit faced, obviously. But like right now, I didn't even put together that you might be buzzed or drunk.
Yeah.
I
guys
hold
are
my
good.
liquor remarkably well, I gotta
Do
say.
you?
I hold it almost too well to the point where like it's allowed my drinking to kind of my not good tolerance, my ability to not seem fucked up allowed sort of some of my heavy drinking to go under the radar for a long time.
Yeah.
Where
But
I
it's
could
also
just-
good because somebody that's immediately gets messy when they're drunk, it's like, go away.
Yeah, like I could have like 10 drinks and talk to you at the club and
Yeah.
you'd be like,
Do you
oh,
remember?
yes.
Yeah.
It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Where and that's another thing that I realized. I thought my memory was bad because I was drunk. My memory's bad because my memory's bad.
It's just bad. I
yeah,
have bad memory too.
that's not good.
That might have been the sentence of the year, dude.
Yeah.
We got to quote that. We're
Yeah.
chopping that up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Chop it up and cook it, baby.
Yeah. It's like, fuck it. It's not affecting it.
That was incredible.
It's already bad.
Yeah,
You're good.
100%. I mean, that's another thing. I've been writing down the things that I say too much. 100%.
100% too much?
Yeah, bud. That's
What else?
I don't know. That's another one.
You got
That was
anything,
me
Heather?
saying it, and also I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got anything that you say too
Did I
much?
say too much?
Yeah.
Probably faggot.
Yeah, but that's
I
not.
love that.
But you're good.
I'm just going to stop opening my sets with it, though.
I was gonna compliment you on
Really?
that. I
You
saw
liked
you
it?
at Nat's
I
show,
don't
and
know.
it
I
I
just feel
also
like it's
open up
hacky
my
now.
sets by screaming faggot into the mic.
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the
That's
same
how
when
it
Begley does
They
it.
don't like it.
They
and
don't?
They get really mad.
No, fuck them.
Try the N word.
Yeah.
I tried that. They didn't like it either.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous,
What
dude.
prudes.
I don't get it.
Squares, man.
You
They're all
guys fucking
squares.
woke cocks
Yeah.
won't let me scream
I mean,
the N word into the
honestly,
mic to open
though,
up my sets.
that's what I love about Austin, though. The audiences are not very well.
You can sling it.
There's like very few audiences I've Spider House, I will say, and that's because college.
Yeah.
Like all the fucking UT kids.
Although that's where I saw you, and you opened up with that, and it killed.
Yeah, because I'm just like, well, and depending on the show, like I best show I ever did there was Nats.
Dude, that was what 140
Oh
people.
my god, it was amazing. But most shows there are majority UT students. And they're very tight and they're very woke, and I'm like not used to it here anymore.
Some
so
of it,
it's
it's
like-
like it's
It's like calm down. You're
like
fucking 20 years
it's
old.
a dull perspective.
Yes,
Like grow
you
up.
want to laugh.
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Dude, like I don't know. I was a research assistant for the head professor of feminist economics
Yeah.
at the University of Vermont, one of the most liberal economics institutions in the United States. I get it.
Yeah.
I've been educated on your perspective.
Right.
I understand.
Right.
It's just like at a certain point, it's like you guys, you really can't see any of
The humor in any of this?
the other side of this, like a little bit. Like it is like sort of a dry, humorless thing. It's almost like
How boring.
it's like, well, you made a joke about like the Russia thing at the beginning,
Right.
right? Like one thing that I've really noticed since all this has gone on is my hard right and hard left friends have the same perspective on the Russia thing, which is just like, you don't understand the atrocities that the U.S. has committed, so this isn't actually that big of a deal. That is the perspective that my ultra anti-vax right-wing buddies have.
Right.
It's the same perspective that I would describe the alt-left as having. They're like, well, they don't care when there's a refugee crisis in Africa. They're saying the same shit.
Right.
These people they're neocons in sheep clothing.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And I don't know, somebody made a really good point about this. It's like there's a social credit score in China right now.
Yep.
Which is wild and it's horrific. And they're also rounding people up off the street and murdering them, some of which were my friends. But we'll get into that another time. But fucking, that's a whole episode. I need to sit down and dish on that one. But
So low.
it's where the fuck was I going with it? It's like, I don't know, like the doxing people, the canceling people, the
Just
going after
move
people that
on
you
if
don't agree
like
with.
it. Yeah, I don't get it. Move the fuck on.
Like
You can't.
It's almost like you're expecting to encounter a world where no one's gonna fuck anything up for you at any point.
It's weird. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I can't even be like genuinely what I find funny. I can't post it on TikTok because it always gets removed for bullying.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm just picking at one group.
And people don't get that.
Making
They're
fun
like,
of
just
one
take
group.
it down and move on. It's like, yeah, but when you get removed for bullying, again,
You
this
can
is
risk a
this
banning.
This is where it starts fucking with your head too. Is it's like I found myself self-censoring on stage a little bit and self-censoring. Yeah, because
It sucks.
Because you know that if you get a strike or you get something removed for bullying, it's not just like they remove the post. There's something in the algorithm that's keeping track of how many of those ticks you're getting.
Yeah.
And you're aware that that's happening and it's fucking you up, making you
And if
talk
you have
differently.
a big following, then an account ban is the last thing you want. So then you're freaking out about that. And then you're like, so now all I post is like corny shit. And I hate it. I'm like, this is not me. But it's like watered down jokes. It's like, nobody's going to be offended. You know, it's just so
100%.
boring.
Nobody has any idea who I am
Yeah.
on Instagram or TikTok.
Right.
Because I look at my thing and it's a pretty,
It's
I was telling Colton this
tame,
last
right?
night, it's an even distribution of people with their pronouns in their bio and people with MAGA in their bio.
And then if they,
it's pretty 50-50.
So this is
it's
my
wild.
thing. If they follow you there and then they come out and see you live, aren't they going to be a little like, whoa?
They're going to be, whoa.
You know what I mean?
They're going to be a little freaked out.
So it's kind of like, it's weird. It's hard to be like, unless on YouTube, it seems like not as much. They don't pull down as much.
Yeah, I've ruined my YouTube account. That's a whole nother story, but fucking torpedoed.
Did you?
Yeah, but
With strikes?
just make a separate channel for YouTube Shorts and regular YouTube. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Make them two different.
Really?
Yep.
Anytime I upload a video, it auto goes to shorts, which don't
Yeah,
count for
because
views.
it's vertical. Just I'll explain later, but it's a algorithm thing where I shot myself in the foot. Basically, effectively, one of the things YouTube keeps in track of for recommendations is average view length. So because I went viral on Shorts, I got like 5 million views a day, and then within 24 hours, it dropped from 5 million to 5,000 and never came back. It was 99.9% drop in a day, and it never came back. The algo was just like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, and
Never
I
let me
heard
come
that
back.
they don't count active views on shorts.
You don't get paid for them either.
Right.
I can explain it. It's a whole
I'm learning.
creator
I'm
thing.
trying to get into YouTube. It's a whole thing though.
But
Interesting. I didn't know
I'll
that.
tell you how to. I'll get you the same numbers on YouTube as you had in TikTok.
Just make a new channel.
Yeah,
That wouldn't fuck it with it.
70,000 subscribers. So it's just
Oh.
like fucking frustrating. But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
What-
70,000 subscribers with I'm getting 500 views of fucking video. So who
Oh,
cares? Yeah, I
God.
destroyed
Can you monetize?
It doesn't matter. It's
All right, we'll talk about
it's something. It's fucked up. But again, the thing
Then,
is,
then you might as well rebuild.
we're talking about like, this is something that people don't understand because I'm talking to my buddy on the phone, right? And he's like, dude, if I could just have one of my stand-up clips get like 1 million views on Instagram, I'd be cruising. And you go, no, you wouldn't be.
No.
You would be in the exact same fucking spot, dude. And
That's not an overnight success thing. People think you go viral and then you're like, ooh, rolling in it.
we're making millions of dollars a year, obviously, dude.
Yeah,
We're fucking
duh.
rolling in the cake.
Duh.
This apartment is paid for not by my tech job, but by stand-up comedy. What the fuck do you
Yeah.
guys think happens when
Yeah,
this goes
people
down?
really are so delusional.
It's insane.
Yeah, people think I'm like rolling in money. I'm like, just because you have followers doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't pay for anything. There was some chick on Instagram that had like 20,000 followers for ass pics, and she tried to sell like 100 handbags and couldn't do it. It was something wild like that. So when people say fame is cheap, I don't think they understand truly how cheap it is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is what I realized. You want like a Tim Dillon type of audience where people
Know what you're getting.
come down, Tim Dillon type audience where people follow you and they want to see everything that you do.
What's your take on Patreon? Because I'm trying to get into it, but I'm like, what am I going to post there?
don't
Other
know
than,
yet.
here's what I'm thinking. Make a Patreon and put shit that you know would get banned on Instagram and TikTok and say, hey, everything that is funny that I can't post because somebody will be offended, it's going to go here. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking for my Patreon. Because that's the only way they don't take down. I mean, Tim Dillon's on Patreon. They don't take his shit down. He says some wild shit.
They can't.
Yeah, they don't, right? Well, they make
I don't think
he
so.
makes them a lot of money
He
too.
makes $1 million a month on Patreon.
Yeah,
It's
he's
great.
making
Or $1 million
like
a year.
200 grand.
That
a
was
month.
actually my question for you, Heather. So
Yeah.
and you guys are both qualified to answer this because you're both content heavy comedians, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, your videos are amazing.
Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna suck your dick, Joe, but
Thank you so much.
I'll suck yours,
Suck my
Heather.
strap on.
Douchebag.
But so with this this Instagram thing where you
Yeah.
are getting shadow banned and banned, and like
Remember
you said,
did I tell you the 50,000 because of Lena Dunham?
no,
You know about that story?
No,
I had 50,000 because Lad Bible shared my stuff when I first got on TikTok. So I built up my Instagram to have 50,000 followers.
Okay.
And I shared one Lena. You know Lena Dunham? She made
Yeah.
girls. She had a shitty picture she took. So I shared it to my story and I said, well, I'm straight now. Just like a joke about how
Yeah.
she's, not my type. And within 2 hours, my account was wiped, deleted. And
Okay.
and I was like, what happened?
They wiped
They
it?
said you bullied a high profile Instagram account.
So here's so that's
So she got it
perfect.
done,
That's
wiped.
perfect for the question. So with this shit happening, and you just obviously
Did
trying
you ever
to.
get it back though?
No, they said
Oh
we
my
have no
God.
recollection of your account.
Fuck, but go
That's
on,
so
sorry.
crazy. No, you're good. Because so you're just trying to do comedy.
Yeah.
And you're trying to put it
Funny.
out as content,
Yeah.
funny content, just like your videos. But we have this shit where you get the trigger words
Yep.
or you're a person.
Harassment.
So what's the runaround?
That's what I'm saying. You have to
There
go to a
is no
place that
record.
Is it the
you have to go
Patreon?
to
Is it a
place-
paywall? Is that it?
Yeah, I think it's paywall.
That's
I think
it.
it's go to a place where I don't YouTube doesn't because I don't have enough views.
Right.
YouTube doesn't give a fuck what I post, so I can post some wild shit
Is
there.
TikTok your heaviest following?
Yes.
Okay.
But it is also and Instagram. Instagram has started to take down all my shit.
Oh, damn.
Somebody reports it and then they're like, goes against our guidelines. And I'm like, this is a tame joke.
Dude, I had a comment reply where I literally said, thanks for following, and I got a strike on it. It was an accident, but you still have to appeal through the board.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
put
dude, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
I know.
and this
You
is
can't
when
be
it comes
funny.
to the self-censorship thing where people go, oh, dude, well, it's as simple as don't say fag and don't call people the N-word and you'll be fine. And
It's
don't
not
use
that.
hate speech. And you go, you don't get it.
It's not that.
You'll never fucking get it. Like,
we aren't going out there saying the N-word.
No,
You know?
none of
You
us
can't
are
make a
doing
fat
that.
joke. You can't. I mean, I put fag in my caption on Instagram with F***G, and they were like, you just strike, take it down. I'm
You
like, come
are
on.
gay.
Could be a fog.
What-
Could be fog. I was spelling.
It's just so it
It's
could
so-
have been
you know what I
fog, could have
mean?
been fig.
And I couldn't appeal it. I mean, I did appeal it, and they were like, no. And I was like, Instagram's like kind of getting like TikTok.
Maybe
It's like-
Elon's just our savior with this
That's
buying
what I'm saying,
Twitter
dude. I
thing.
wish you would buy. I mean, but Twitter's never been an issue though. I mean, you don't get unless you're fucking Alex Jones. You're not getting permabanned on.
Do you
Twitter.
post videos to Twitter?
No,
No.
I'm not. I retweet.
It's
a
barely
lot.
worth it. It's so hard to
It's
get going
it's
there.
so
I'm
everybody's
learning.
on there shouting. It's like
Yeah.
Facebook. You're like, what are we doing? But I think Patreon's the way to go because they're not going to fuck with your content because they're profiting off of you. People are paying, so you're profiting. I think it's the way to go, and you can just post what you think is funny.
Right. And the Tim Dillon model, that's his primary income.
Yeah.
There's no way he's making more money than that
Yeah.
doing stand up, right? That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
he's doing theaters now, so he's probably banking.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was doing the math in my head.
But that's how he got to
Well, you said
theaters.
190,000 a
He's
month.
doing 250,000 a month. He's making.
And that's
Dude,
the volume that you
That's
want.
just going up.
Yeah,
Like-
he's got 43,000 at $5 a month.
Like, dude, Tim Dillon's got like 500,000 subs on Instagram. This is what I'm trying to explain to people. It goes, there's
Exactly.
many different 500,000 subs on Instagram.
He's not.
Do you want 500,000 subs where it's just people who saw you on an algorithm and just go, oh, follow, never to be interacted with again? Or do you want
Yeah.
people who have like a Tim Dillon level fan base where they go, I fuck with
wanna
everything this
see
dude.
it. Yes,
I'm
that's
actually
what you
getting to the
want.
point where what I want to do now is not even go viral ever again. I want to interact with the people that I already have.
That like me.
And interact with the people that I've already met and just be like, hey, you guys that are already here, there's enough of you here statistically
Yeah.
for us to sell out every show on the fucking
Yes.
road. I just need you guys to see me, hang out, get to know me,
Yeah.
and we'll fucking do our own thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely separate from this. Like, going viral on a fucking platform
means
doesn't...
nothing.
But here's the thing. It does. There's some benefits, which is like, it allows you to do stand-up. It allows you to
Yeah.
get credits. It does
that
get
clout
people in the
thing, the
door.
cred.
People do show up at shows that
Yeah.
have seen you online. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Something that we would have never gotten. It's just the illusion, what people think it is.
Yeah, it's
couldn't be
not a
further
million
from the
people that
truth.
are like diehard followers. It's
Yeah.
I mean, people are like, follow, all right.
Well, let me ask you this: real advice from two comics that I respect.
Appreciate it.
Is
Fuck
it
you, Matt.
Is it necessary? Well, I meant it for her.
I'm kidding.
Is it necessary?
To what?
I'm a little.
I feel.
drunk.
I mean, comics that don't have digital presence or
Sorry,
have very
rattled your
low
cage.
digital presence are fucked.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what sucks. Like
So-
you can't. It's really fucking hard to be a working comic without digital presence.
without complimenting it with the
need
podcast
digital presence.
content. I agree.
know a lot of funny people that like Simon. I think is funny, but he just is so anti-digital and like anti-content, anti-digital presence. I'm like, you're never gonna be.
What if you get to the point where you're Come Town or Matt and Shane's Secret podcast, right? Where you get to the point where you don't even chop up your clips. This is the level you want, where you don't chop your clips into things that go viral on YouTube. People like you so much that they edit your content down into sections where they're just like Matt and Shane talking about divorce.
Yeah.
Joe,
And then it's an hour of clips like
That's
that.
great.
give us 2 months, Joe.
Yeah.
I got hopes, baby.
Be there.
We're getting there.
Dude, I think we're going in the right direction.
Yeah,
Oh
this
yeah,
is good shit.
up,
Yeah.
up. That's the
I
way
think
you
this
want to
is
go.
good.
Yeah.
I was getting a little OCD about the panels, and now I feel
like
good
it.
about
That's
the panels.
good.
I fucking like it, dude.
Yeah. Good shit, man. I like it.
Yeah.
We're at an hour 33, which
Jesus.
it's
Yeah,
felt like
it's-
15
You
minutes.
guys want to get some food?
Yeah, let's do
This is
it.
a fucking blast.
Yeah.
This might be the best one yet.
Hell yeah,
I fucking
dude.
love it. Let's
Love
go.
you, dude.
Hold on, real
Yeah.
quick. I want to say April 22nd, Monk's Jazz Club. Heather's on my
Yes,
lineup. We got
baby.
2 shows. When is this coming out?
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post the other one Monday, and then so a week from Monday.
Oh, so you miss it.
Well, if you were there, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to plug? Anything at all?
Nothing that's going to be past Monday now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this was fun as fuck. Let's go
Fuck
get
yeah.
some Mexican food.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's do it.
Thanks, dude. Hell yeah.
We just cruised.
That was nice.
I always.